Sukup Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had Sukup equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better.
What kind of separates a successful farm from one that's having a little more trouble right now is the ability to market your grain.
And the best way to manage that?
On-farm storage.
Sue Rother, fleet manager for Sukup trucking operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer has broke down, a dealer needs a part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Sukup dealer network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.
Welcome back to Baker Field in Wray, Colorado. Game 2 of today's doubleheader between Wray and Weld Central. Wray taking game 1, 15-5. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Top of the first inning in this game brought to you by Eagle Oil. Eagle Oil of Wray can handle all your fuel and oil needs. Eagle Oil just east of Wray on Highway 34. Camden Ringelman getting the start on the mound for first pitches in the dirt to Marcelo Rossi for ball. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one is swung on, grounded to short. Darren Welp struggles on the pickup and could not ultimately make the throw. It was a bit of a slow grounder, so even if he did make the pickup, probably would have still been a base hit anyway. So, base runner on first with no outs to get this one underway. Go through the lineups in game 2 for Weld Central. So Marcelo Rossi at short, leading us off with a single there. Now at the plate is Jose Sonudo at second. Then it'll be Jackson Roberts at first. Jackson Dinges starting on the mound in this one. Pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful. Then we got Noah Sauer this time at third. Zane Stam in center field, Adam Galloway in left field, Weston Barrows as catcher, and then Easton Hoffman in right field. Once again, head coach of Weld Central, Chris Piper, in season number 4. Next one swung on, foul tipped away by Jose Sonudo. That'll be strike 1, an 0-1 count. So Camden Riggleman getting another start on the mound. This is his 3rd start of the season. Another pickoff attempt at first. That is not in time. Riggleman in 2 games. He has an 0-1 record to his name, pitching in 5 1/3 innings, allowing 12 hits for 21 runs. However, only 11 of those have been earned. He's walked 5 batters and struck out 6. Next delivery to Sonudo went behind him, not quite hit him. And the wild pitch is going to allow Rossi to advance to second. So now base runner on second with no outs, top of the 1st inning. A 1-1 count to Sonudo. Riggleman glance at second, 1-1 delivery, swung on and missed. Great delivery on the fastball to get strike 2. 1-2 count up next. Again, Riggleman looking for another solid start in this game. 1-2, swung on and missed, breaks the plane for strike 3, and there is out number 1. So Riggleman getting the first out there on his first strikeout of the game. Now is first baseman Jackson Roberts. Chris Arambula got the start in game 1 for Wray, pitched a solid 2 2/3 innings, but that last inning that he was in kind of got away from him a little bit. But the first 2 innings were very solid, including the 2nd inning. Retired the side in order, all on strikeouts. Meanwhile, first pitch to Jackson Roberts, misses low. That'll be ball 1. Riggleman still dealing with that base runner. Soft pickoff attempt is not in time. Rossi being very bases today. He stole a couple of bases in game 1. 1-0 count. That one goes inside, and it's another wild pitch that gets away from Arambula. Allows Rossi to advance to third. So the go-ahead run in the top of the 1st for Weld Central, now just 90 feet away. A 2-0 count to Jackson Roberts. Here's the next delivery to him. That one gets right down the middle for strike 1. Good solid pitch from Riggleman. Looking to keep that going here. The 2-1. Next delivery bounces in the dirt. Arambula able to jump on this quickly and hold Rossi to remain at third. So Jackson Roberts now at the plate. Game 1, Roberts went 1 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch in that one. Riggleman gets back set. Here is the 3-1 delivery. That one swung on. It's popped just fair. Riggleman getting under it. And, Rice Peterson was actually the one to get under it at the last moment, but he was unable to make the catch. So it's just a foul ball. A 3-2 count. It runs full against Roberts. A couple of those happen in game 1 for both teams where the ball would go in foul territory, and being a good opportunity to get the catch, however, would be unable to, and it would just be a foul. So 3-2 delivery now for Riggleman. That one right down the middle. A check swing from Roberts. It doesn't matter. There is strike 3. Out number 2. Both strikeouts for Riggleman. So despite leading us off with a single there with Marcelo Rossi, Riggleman now with 2 outs has an opportunity to get out of the inning without allowing any runs. He's going to have to get past Jackson Dinges, however. First pitch swinging, grounded in the dirt. Riggleman, the throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. So base runner at third is stranded. 0 runs score on 1 hit, no errors in the inning. It's 0-0 heading into the bottom of the 1st on KRDZ.
Playing center field. Camden Riggleman on the bump. Leading off for the Eagles, second baseman, Joey Wymera.
Bottom of the first inning. We are scoreless between Wray and Weld Central. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. This bottom of the first inning brought to you by University Napa. Stop in store to see a full line of Milwaukee and Carlisle tools to add to your toolbox. That is University Napa in Wray, Yuma, Brush, and Sterling. Leading us off in the bottom of the first is Joey Wymera. Currently ahead in the count 2-0. On the bump to get the start for Weld Central is Jackson Dinges. Did not play in game one, nor did the catcher, Weston Barrows. Both of those players did not play in game one. Looks like Dinges has to retie his left cleat before he proceeds. So 2-0 count to Wymera leading us off as we go through the Wray batting order. Joey Wymera at second this game. Then it'll be Caden Lapp in center. Eagleman on the mound getting the start, of course. Retiring, allowing base runner to get stranded there at third. Then batting fourth will be Chris Arambula at catcher. Bryce Peterson at first. Jack Frericks was DH'd in game one. However, here he is in third base for this game. Then final three will be Darren Welp at short. Braxton Case making his varsity debut in right field. And then Yahi Enriquez in left field. Next pitch was lined foul along the third baseline by Wymera. Got solid contact on that. However, swung just a little bit too early. That will run the count full, 3-2 against Dinges. We'll see if Dinges can get the first out here or if Wymera can get a big inning going against Weld Central. Again, Wray taking game one 15-5 in a 5-inning Mercy Rule victory. Next one is swung on a miss in the dirt. Wymera making the dash to first, and the throw is off the line. It's going to be an error, so a strikeout for Joey Wymera. However, he reaches first on the error. You don't see that very often. And Wray now has a leadoff base runner as Caden Lapp steps in. So already an error in the bottom of the first inning for Weld Central, taking away. Again, a nice pitch there. Not often that Wymera is tempted by pitches that are low below the zone like that. However, he was tempted that time and able to make it to first base regardless. So here is Caden Lapp, a step-off pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. Caden Lapp this season appearing in 2 of the team's 6 games. 3 at-bats, no hits. He's struck out twice. Looking for more success here in some action here and there so far, as another pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful again. So Dinges gets the ball again, gets back on the bump, as he has yet to throw the first pitch to Caden Lapp. Throw to first. That one swung on and missed by Lapp, but a steal attempt by Wymera is successful. He dives in safely. Throw was slightly off to the left. It wouldn't have been in time anyways. Wymera just getting a big lead there off of first and able to get the jump. So a wild first inning so far by Wymera. Struck out, but able to make it to first on an error. And then here he is stealing a base. So with 0 outs, Wray has a base runner in scoring position. Next delivery to Lapp misses on the outside for ball 1. A Lapp One delivery swung on, foul tip behind the plate. So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Caden Lapp, trying to hold on here with this at-bat. In his last game, he played in game 2 of the doubleheader with Marino last Friday. Went 0 for 2, both strikeouts. And again, can't fault him there. Just a pitching buzzsaw there from Deacon Trinkle. Pitch misses off the plate. There's ball 2. A 2-2 count for Lapp. He draws even. Next delivery, that one is low and inside, and it runs full. So Jackson Dinges on the mound. First 2 batters faced, he gets the full count with. And here's the payoff delivery once again. That one a swing and a miss, and looks like it was before it was in the dirt, I believe. It was in the dirt. So regardless, on the exchange, Joey Wymura able to advance to third.
Now batting, number 10, pitcher, Caden.
So it is a strikeout, but this time for the first out, that is the second strikeout, I should say, for Dinges in the bottom of the first. So with 1 down in the inning, it's weird to say that with 2 strikeouts, but with 1 down in the inning, Joey Wymura does advance to third base, and here is Camden Riggleman batting in the number 3 spot. We'll see how he does here as the first delivery to him misses high and inside for ball 1. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup here in the bottom of the first inning. Riggleman versus Dinges. Second delivery to Riggleman. This is swung on an inside pitch. He is popped to second base, and they're unable to make the catch is Sonudo, and it's another error in the bottom of the first. So an E2 on a strikeout for Wymura lets him reach base, and now an E4 lets Riggleman reach base. So base runners on the corners with just 1 down in the inning. Any base runners, of course, scoring for Wray will be unearned on behalf of Dinges. Chris Arambula steps in, playing in his usual catcher position whenever he doesn't pitch. Although when he got relieved in the last game, he ended up moving to shortstop as a step-off. Pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful. Riggleman dives in. Dinges, by the way, a lefty pitcher for any of those this season for Wray. Has been called, and the first run of the game will come in to score. So looks like Jackson Dinges on the balk there. Trying to be a little bit sneaky there again with a couple of these pickoff attempts to first. However, this time it burns him in proper form there. It's now 1-0. So haven't seen many balks this season. However, in this doubleheader, that's the second time we've seen a balk, let alone one that brings in a run. Last game, the 15-5 victory for Wray. The final run of the game was scored on a balk. Swing and a miss by Arambula. He falls behind 0-1. So, my, oh my. So, meanwhile, on the balk run scores, and Riggleman advances to second. 0-1 delivery to Arambula is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, this is probably the strangest first inning score I've seen, specifically from Joey Wymura. He struck out in the dirt, however, the throwing error lets him reach first. He stole a base, and then he scores a run on a balk. It's a bit of a strange score there, but I don't think you're going to get much complaints there from him or the Eagles, as it lets them get ahead 1-0. Another one gets the zone for Arambula. He falls behind now 1-2. 1-2 delivery to Arambula. This one swung on, grounded right up the middle in the gap between short and second, and unable to make the pickup in center field is Stam, and Arambula trying for third. Throw back in is a little bit wild, and there's a RBI for Arambula, makes it all the way to third, and Wray now leads 2-0 as Camden Riggleman comes in to score. RBI triple for Chris Arambula. Rice Peterson now stepping in. So still just one out in the inning. And Arambula there at third, the base runner. First delivery to Peterson. Took a bit of a quarter swing there, but didn't pull the trigger. And it worked in his favor as it was a ball. So 2 runs scoring in the inning, both unearned on the behalf of Dinges. That hit by Arambula, the first hit of the inning, as Dinges, this one's grounded back to him on the mound. Throw to first is in time, and Arambula, meanwhile, stays at third as Dinges, before making the throw to first, faked the throw to third. So that was a good maneuver right there to hold Arambula at third. So it's a ground outs in the inning. Hit allowed and 2 unearned runs for Dinges in the inning. Here is Jack Frericks, game 2 of his varsity career, making his debut in game 1. First pitch to him this time, misses above the belt for ball 1. Jack Frericks, against Jackson Dinges. Game 1, he was over 2 at the plate, however he was walked with an RBI, walked with the bases loaded, and also struck out. This one swung on back to Dinges on the mound. Pick up with the hand, throw all in the same motion to first is in time, and the side is retired. So, a couple of errors in the inning for Weld Central. 2 runs score on 1 hit, and 1 is left stranded on base. Wray leads Weld Central 2-0 going into the top of the second on KRDZ.
You've got places to go and things to do, and you don't want to miss out on any opportunities. With Wray State Bank's student banking, we have the tools to keep you going. Deposit that check from grandma without stopping at the bank, split the bill from your phone when you're out with your friends, and get access to your accounts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with online and mobile banking. So keep on going, and we'll stick with you wherever you go. Wray State Bank, banking on a first name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Two to nothing. Top of the second inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. So first pitch was too high to Noah Sauer leading off the top of the second, and then the next one was swung on foul tipped for a 1-1 count. Riggleman remaining on the mound. Solid first inning from Riggleman as the next delivery grounded by Sauer to short. Welp throw to first is in time. Peterson had to leg out to try to make that catch, and he did for out number 1. Good throw there from Welp as Riggleman's able to retire the leadoff batter. Now here is Zane Stam, center fielder for both games of today's doubleheader. Riggleman is set. The first delivery bounces in the dirt for ball 1. As I mentioned, solid first inning for Riggleman, allowed a leadoff single by Marcelo Rossi, and then able to get back-to-back strikeouts and a ground out. Retired the side. Marcelo Rossi was stuck there at third. Couldn't quite come across for, at the time, would have been the go-ahead run. 1-0 to Stam. That one right down Main Street for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stam in game 1 went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Looking to turn his day around here. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Great delivery on a high pitch from Riggleman. Just outside of the zone, enough to tempt him. Stam couldn't make contact. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next delivery, swung on. This one is a fly ball in left center. Getting under it, Yahi Enriquez to make the catch, and there's the second out. So a ground out and a fly out for the first 2 batters of the inning. And here is Adam Galloway. Much like Chris Arambula in game 1, Camden Riggleman in need of a great start on the mound. And Riggleman, again, coming into today's action, 21 runs allowed, but only 11 of them have been earned. So didn't necessarily pitch all that bad in game 2 of the doubleheader last Friday against Marino, but just a lot of errors, a lot of fielding errors in that game was just a big concern. A lot of those runs in both games scoring as a result of errors. First pitch was a swing and a miss. Missed just below the zone for a ball. 1-1 the count. And that's been good of today's doubleheader with Weld Central. Wray committing only 3 errors in that game, which is a step in the right direction. Big source of their troubles on the season has been allowing too many errors, too many of the opponent's runs scoring unearned. As the next one finds the zone for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery to Galloway. That one misses high and inside. Galloway ducking out of the way to avoid getting hit. It's now 2-2. That's been the story so far this season for Wray. Decent hitting and pitching, however, fielding has been that big issue. And coming into today's doubleheader, half of Wray's runs that they've allowed were unearned. So just way too many errors coming into today's doubleheader. Wray had allowed 25 errors happen to them in just 5 games. Count runs full, 3-2. Next delivery bounces in the dirt to Galloway, and that's a 2-out walk. First walk of the game issued by Riggleman as he tries to search for out number 3. And this time it's going to have to come with some traffic on the bases. Weston Barrows, the catcher for game 2 for Weld Central, steps in for the first time. Did not play in game 1. Pickoff attempt at first is in time, it looks like. And yes, it is. Had to get a double check there from the home plate umpire. And just like that, the side is retired. Galloway is picked off at first before the pitch. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. Weld Central still scoreless in this one. Wray leads 2-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning on KRDZ.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built for tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, that honey-do list is so much fun. All I really gotta do is paint the house and build a new deck for a happy spouse.
Come in and see us at Wray Lumber Company. We'll help you tackle that honey-do list or any building or home improvement project. Wray Lumber Company on Main Street in Wray, where your goodwill is our greatest asset.
Go Eagles!
Proud sponsor of Wray Eagle Athletics.
Oh, ouch.
I guess he's coming to
Go!
And I'm like,
who's he coming?
I guess that they've been talking. She says they've talked. He doesn't.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 8,
Some high school
shortstop,
drama.
Darren Weld.
Well, I don't have to be caught up in that anymore.
I'm glad it's my last year.
Hey, no, you can. Let's go. Bottom of the second inning. Wray with a 2-0 lead over Weld Central. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. And the bottom of the second inning brought to you by Quality Irrigation. At Quality Irrigation and Quality Storage Solutions, quality isn't just their name, it's their way of life. Leading us off in the inning, Darren Welp took the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch was a swinging strike. Might have gotten some contact on that one as well. However, the result is all the same. 1 ball and 1 strike. Darren Welp playing short to start this game. 1-1 delivery swung on. It's going to be a pop fly to shallow left center. Getting under it is the center fielder. My, oh my. Looks like Zane Stam able to make the catch. He came right over the shortstop Rossi right there and able to make the catch. Nearly a goof up right there. However, all the same, able to make the out. So there is out number 1 on a pop out.
Now batting right fielder.
Braxton Case now, right fielder for this game. This is his first high school plate appearance right here. Varsity, I should say, as the first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Braxton Case, a sophomore, just like Jack Frericks, who made his varsity debut in game 1 of today's doubleheader. Now it is Braxton Case's varsity debut at the plate. He's down 0-1. Next delivery misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. As the season's gone along, head coach Brett Vlashine looking for a couple of different looks as he tries to feel out some of this depth that his team has. Next one, a swinging strike 2, a 1-2 count now for Case. Wray with a lot more depth this season than they had last season. They had only in the low teens of roster numbers. Case swings, this one grounded to second base, and the throw to first is in time by Sonudo for out 2. So solid contact there from Case, but unfortunately he is 0 for 1 in his varsity career. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the second. Now it is Yahi Enriquez playing in left field. He did not play in game 1. A couple of games where he's been in the field. DH batting in place for him. Was not the case in game 1 as he takes the first pitch too high for ball 1. Here's the second delivery, swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt from Dinges. It's a 1-1 count to Enriquez. Yahi Enriquez on the season, playing in now 5 of the team's 7 games. Pitch is too low for ball 2, a 2-1 count. Enriquez with 1 hit in his 6 at-bats. He has struck out 4 times, walked once, stolen 1 base. Next one fouled away. Now a 2-ball and 2 strike count to Enriquez as Dinges looks to retire the side in order. Pitched a solid first inning there, but those 2 errors really cost him there. Not all his fault, of course, as another one misses too high. That runs the count full to Enriquez. Dinges so far 1 2/3 of an inning pitched, 2 strikeouts there in the first inning. However, one of them resulted in a base runner from an error. This time it's a walk to Enriquez, as Wray has themselves a 2-out base runner. It's the first walk of the game issued by Dinges. Joey Wymura back at the plate for Wray, second time of the game. Top of the order is back. Wymura, a strange first inning, as I mentioned, 0 for 1, struck out swinging, but it was in the dirt, and a throwing error from the catcher Barrows to first let him reach base, and then he stole a base and scored a run on a balk. This time it's grounded to third, and the force out at second for the third out. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 is left on, and it game heading into the top of the third inning on KRDZ.
The patronage check that we receive once a year has been great for us.
You know, the cashback patronage is like a little bonus almost. I mean, it shows up when you're not expecting a dividend.
When you're paying it into a business that you are part owner in, that money comes back to you. It takes the edge off of that. It makes it feel like you're doing something a little bigger, a little something better, using your money a little more wisely.
At Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, we care for your health and are committed to the overall health and wellness of those we serve. In addition to traditional medical practices, we also offer diabetes management, cardiac rehab, imaging, nursing services, physical therapy, and much more. To find out more about all the services we offer, visit us online at rayhospital.org. Wray Community District Hospital and Clinic, promoting healthier living through compassionate quality care.
Top of the third inning, Wray with a 2-0 advantage over Weld Central. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. This top of the third inning is brought to you by EZ Pivots to turf equipment, ATVs, side-by-sides, and Hustler mowers. EZ Irrigation has you covered. Camden Riggleman pitching in the first 2 innings. Remains on the mound, currently with a 1-1 count to Weston Barrows leading off the inning. He actually, the top of the second inning, however, before he received the first pitch from Riggleman, Riggleman was able to pick off Adam Galloway off of first base for the third out. So not officially a plate appearance in the top of the second for Barrows. Now 2-2. Next delivery is in the dirt to run it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Barrows. As I mentioned in game 1, Barrows did not play. Getting some action here. 3-2, misses high, and it's a walk. Leadoff walk for Weld Central. Trying to eat into this Wray lead. Of course, so far doing well on the mound is Jackson Dinges. Both runs in this one are unearned. Trying to keep this a low-scoring game as Weld Central offensively tries to break through. Hoffman, batter number 9 in the order. He takes ball 1 down the middle for strike 1. I should say takes pitch 1 down the middle instead of ball 1. Bit confusing here with baseball terminology. Next pitch is grounded in the gap between first and second, and it's going to be a walk and a single is how we get going in the top of the third inning. Base runners now at first and second as the top of the batting order is back. It's Marcelo Rossi. So Rossi going with a leadoff single in the top of the first. First pitch to Rossi, that one right down the middle for strike one. 0-1 count to Rossi. Rossi in game one finished with 3 walks, no official. The 0-1 swung on, it's a line drive to left center field, and it's gonna be in the gap for a base hit, and it's just gonna be station-to-station baseball here as all base runners just move up 1 bag. So a walk and back-to-back singles given up by Riggleman to start. Bases are loaded with no outs. That brings in Jose Sonudo, at least supposed to be Jose Sonudo. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Aaron Rodriguez. Rodriguez in game one got some action as a pinch runner in place. Noah Sauer, first pitch to him. Looks like it's a ball. So a 1-0 count to Rodriguez. Next delivery in the zone for a strike. Pickoff attempt at first is successful. Again was Rossi. Once again, bases loaded, no outs. Aaron Rodriguez trying to drive in some runs. Riggleman gets the count. Here's the 1-1. 2. Riggleman trying to get that third strike. Wants to minimize the damage in this inning. Of course, wants to keep the lead right where it is, 2-0 in the top of the third. Doesn't want to allow any movement on the bases. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Rodriguez kind of tried to make contact, but evidently could not. So there is the first out of the inning and the third strikeout by Riggleman. Jackson Roberts steps in now. He is 0 for 1. He struck out looking for out number 2 in the top of the first inning. Now comes in a bases loaded situation with 1 out. Just above the zone for ball 1. Jackson Roberts game 1 went 1 for 2 at the plate. Also was hit by a pitch. 1-0, that one misses high and inside for ball 2. Roberts had to dive out of the way of that one in order to not get Riggleman, the 2-0 count, swing and a miss. Strike 1, great delivery there. Riggleman trying to stay strong, stay focused, stay calm, if you will, on the mound there. A 2-1 with 1 down. Next delivery misses low and away for ball 3. It's the thing that you don't want to give up in this situation. Never want to really allow walks in general, but especially not with the bases loaded. 3 balls and a strike to Jackson Roberts. Here's the next delivery. For strike 2. So Riggleman fighting his way back to run the count full with Jackson Roberts. Trying to get out 2 without allowing any base movement. Payoff pitch. That one swung on, grounded to third, and Frericks, lost the handle. However, make to step on third for the first out. However, reaching on fielder's choice there, Jackson Roberts, and brings in a run. It's now 2-1. Ray's lead cut in half. So an RBI fielder's choice at bat there for Jackson. There's Weston Barrows. And Easton Hoffman was the second out of the inning. First pitch now to Jackson Dinges is 2-0 for ball 1. 2 down in the inning. Base runners now on first and second. Riggleman trying to limit the damage to just that 1 run. The 1-0 delivery is ball 2. Dinges 0 for 1 in this one. Grounded out back to Riggleman on the mound for the third and final out of the top of the first inning. looking for a similar result here. 2-0. This one swung on and grounded foul along the third baseline. Bit of a jam sandwich right there. Swung on a 2 balls and a strike to Jackson Dingens. Did not play in game 1. Riggleman back set. 2 balls and a strike. Next delivery right down the middle for strike 2. And inches closer to getting out of the side. Limiting the damage as not nearly as bad as it could possibly be. But he still needs to get this third strike. The 2-2 to Dinges, bounces in the dirt. Arambula, it gets away from him in the dirt, and the pickoff throw is not in time. Oh my, so diving in was Rossi. He slid in, if you will, and it looked like the catch and tag was in time by Frericks, but evidently was not. And would allow both base runners to move up, and a 3-2 count to Dinges, and it misses high and inside. So right on the doorstep of getting out of the side there. The side will extend just a little bit, as it'll be a walk by Jackson Dinges. That is the of the inning for Riggleman. And the bases are loaded once again, but this time with 2 outs. Pitch is in the dirt, and Arambula goes back to retrieve it. No base runners advance. Noah Sauer now at the plate for Weld Central. He's 0 for 1 in this ball game. He grounded out to short. First out of the second inning. Ahead now in the count, 1-0. Next delivery is swung on, fouled in the dirt. 1 ball and a strike. Kicks and deals, the 1-1. This one is popped, but it's going to be fouled out of play. Meanwhile, another 2-strike count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Can Riggleman shut the door and allow just the 1 the inning? The 1-2 delivery, that one swung on, a short pop fly right behind the plate. Arambula behind makes the easy grab for the 3rd out. So bases loaded a couple of times. However, Riggleman limits the damage to just 1 run. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors in the inning, and 3 are left on. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wray leads 2-1 over Weld Central on KRDZ.
Because I mean, I've done what I can do to softball and and it's going to be up there. Like I know it. I might go.
batting for the Eagles, center fielder number 5, Caden Lapp.
Here you go, Caden.
One more.
Come on, Caden.
Bottom of the third inning. Wray in front of Weld Central, 2-1. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Leading us off is Caden Lapp, and immediately grounds this one right through the shortstop Rossi and gets on base. So it's a leadoff single for Caden Lapp. Wray trying to break through, add to their lead. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first and have not scored since. Of course, Jackson Dinges doing a good job in this start. However, now he's got some traffic on the bases with no outs. Now it's Camden Riggleman. This bottom of the third inning brought to you by traditional online and mobile banking needs. Visit Wray State Bank. Pitch was low as he was showing bunt, and the throw to second not in time as Camden Riggleman able to reach second. Actually make that Caden Lapp, of course. Camden Riggleman is the one at 0 for 1 in this one. Reached on an error in the first inning. Also scored the second of those 2 runs, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike for Camden Riggleman. Good opportunity to add to the Eagles' lead. Glance at second. The next delivery, this one swung on and grounded foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, a couple of groans from the home supporters. Coach Brett Vlasheen there, unable to make the pickup of that ball rolling towards him. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Camden Riggleman. No outs. Base runner at second. Next delivery too high. That is ball 2. Riggleman game 1 today, 2 for 3, hit 2 doubles, and also struck out once. 2 Riggleman. Dinges waiting for the call, gets it. Lapp decent lead off second. Here's the 2-2. That one bounces in the dirt, gets away from Barrows behind the plate, and that will allow Lapp to advance up another base. Just the first wild pitch by Dinges. Meanwhile, the count does run full to Riggleman. But run number 3 of the game for Wray is just 90 feet away at third. Big pitch right here. 3-2 to Riggleman. Swung on and missed. And the throw to first is in time. Almost too late. Barrows didn't immediately realize that he needed to make the throw to first, but he, even though it was late, made it in time. So it's a strikeout to Riggleman for the first out of the inning. Third there in the form of Caden Lapp, and now it's Chris Arambula. Arambula 1 for 1 in this one, hit a RBI triple in the bottom of the first inning to score the second of 2 runs. First delivery to him misses high and away for ball 1. Ran 2, but was walked twice at the plate. .1-0 delivery from Dinges, misses too high. 2 balls and no strikes, trying to lower his sights there on that neck-high fastball. Rambula back in, gets ready. Dinges gets to the he deals. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Misses too high, 3-0. Dinges appears to be taking his time this inning than the previous 2 innings. Trying to stay under control again as he tries to limit that base runner to third. The 3-0, that one called strike 1 on the bottom edge. 3 balls and a strike. So it looks like a brief meeting here for Dinges on the mound. Barrows coming up to have a chat with him. Trying to keep him under control here. Arambula was ahead 3-0 in the count, but that call brings Dinges a little bit closer. Trying to get this second out of the inning without allowing that run to score. Gets the call. 3-2 delivery. That one misses high and inside. So base runners on the corners for Wray with just 1 down in the inning.
Now batting first base.
Lap at third, now Arambula at first.
Peterson.
Now here is Rice Peterson. Peterson steps in. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Grounded out back to the pitcher as the second out in the. Peterson taking his time before getting in at the box. Waiting for Dinges to get back set there on the mound. A couple of practice swings for Peterson before stepping in. Trying to drive in some more runs. First delivery to him. No contest. Arambula safely makes the second. No throw from Barrows behind the plate. So now 2 base runners in scoring position with just 1 down in the inning. Peterson, some more practice swings. Here's the 0-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. To try to make contact on that one, but missed it. The 0-2, Dinges. Good opportunity to try to get out number 2 right here. 1 step closer to getting out of the inning unscathed. The 0-2, that one misses too low in the dirt. Peterson lays off for. Peterson steps back in, trying to make contact right here if the pitch is right. The 1-2, that one right down the middle. It's called strike 3, and Dinges, bit of a pep in his step that strikeout. So there is out number. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. And now with 2 outs, here is Jack Frericks. Trying to keep the inning going, of course. Trying to drive in some runs as well. 2 on in scoring position, 2 down. First delivery to Frericks, that one misses low. Frericks in his first game with varsity in game 1, he went 0 for 2 at the plate with a walk and a strikeout. In this one, he is 0 for 1, grounded out back to the pitcher to retire the side in the bottom of the first inning. Next delivery, swung on and missed on a high pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Frericks is ready, as is Dinges. The 1-1, that one misses just above the belt for ball 2. Dinges just trying to runners here in scoring position. The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. And he's 1 step away from getting out of this unscathed. Wants to keep it at a 1-run deficit for his side. Weld Central has never led today in today's doubleheader. 2-2, that one right down the middle, called strike 3, and just like that, 2 base runners are stranded in scoring position, and the side is retired. That's strikeout number 5 for Dinges. All 3 outs in the inning are on the strikeout. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 2 are left on. Heading into the top of the 4th inning, which is next on KRDZ. Top of the 4th inning, rolling right along in Game 2 of today's doubleheader, Wray and Weld Central. Currently a 2-1 lead in favor of Wray. Connor Dockery on KRDZ, the spot for all things on wheels. Slick Spot's got your back. Shop for tires online at slickspotfarmandtruck.com. On the first pitch, it's lined to the left field fence for a stand-up double for Zane Stam. So, just like that, Camden Riggleman, who remains on the mound for the Eagles, dealing with bases, let alone one in scoring position with no outs. Adam Galloway steps in now, trying to keep this train rolling. Galloway, 1 for 3 in Game 1 with 2 strikeouts. In this game, he drew a walk in the 2nd inning, but was picked off at first. First pitch to him is above the belt for ball 1. Riggleman so far in this one, 3 innings. He's allowed now 4 hits for 1 run, walked 3 batters, and struck out 3 batters. The 1-0, that one misses on the inside. Balls and no strikes to Galloway. Galloway playing in left field to start this game. He started on the mound in Game 1, ended up with the loss. 2-0 in the dirt for 3-0. Able to get out of danger last inning, limiting the damage, straining 3 base runners on. Next one is too high. It's a 4-pitch walk to Galloway. So a double and a walk is how we get going in the top of the 4th inning. Here is Weston Barrows. Time of the game. Barrows, in his first plate appearance, was walked in the top of the 3rd. Came home to score the lone run for Weld Central to this point. First pitch in the zone for a called strike 1. See if that can get some mojo on the mound for Riggleman. 0-1. That one, he was showing bunt. Looks like he ended up not getting hit there. Looked close. But a loss just made contact. So, 2. There on the bunt attempt. And trying to advance those base runners on to try to tie this game up, if not take the lead. But now he's down 0-2. Next delivery, that one on the inside. It's a ball. Pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful. Galloway dives back in safely. Now a 1-2 count to Barrows. Riggleman trying to maintain that composure. The 1-2 delivery, that one swung on, it's foul just over the Wray dugout. 2 count. He'll get back in the box and pick up that bat. Have another try. Steps back in, Riggleman gets back set. Receives the call. In the stretch, the 1-2, that one low. 2-2 the count to Barrows. Wray leads Weld Central 2-1, top of the 4th inning. Base runners on first and second with no outs. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and there's the first out of the inning and the 4th strikeout of the game. Big first out there as Easton Hoffman steps in. Number 9 in the order for the Rebels. Hoffman is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Hit a single in the 3rd inning. First pitch to him gets the bottom part of the zone. Hoffman got out going to 3rd in the 3rd inning as a result of a fielder's choice from Jackson Roberts. Jackson Roberts, of course, at bat. Trying to get the double play, but meanwhile, a 1-1 count to Hoffman. Next one got his left thigh, ended up grazing his left thigh, and that's going to be a hit batter. So the bases are loaded with 1 down in the inning. And the top of the order is back in the form of Marcelo Rossi. This game having a big doubleheader. Rossi in game 1. 0 for 0 with 3 walks, and in this one, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. First one, big swing and a miss there. Took a big cut at that one. You know he was swinging for the fences with 1 down and bases loaded, but couldn't make contact. So it's an 0. Riggleman set. 0-1. And gets past the diving glove of Joey Wymira, and it's going to bring in 2 runs. And for the first time of the doubleheader, Weld Central has the lead over Wray 3-2 on a 2 RBI single from who is now 3 for 3 in this one with 3 singles. Stam and Galloway come in to score. Hoffman advances to second, and Rossi, of course, there at first. So 1 down in the inning. Base runners on first and second. Now at the plate is Aaron Rodriguez. First delivery to him, way outside, but a nice snag by Arambula. Prevents movement on the bases on a potential wild pitch. So 2 hits allowed in the inning. A walk, a hit batter. Next one for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Rodriguez. Starting this game in his place was Jose Sanudo at second. However, at the start of the 3rd inning, he was replaced by Aaron Rodriguez, who struck out, so he is 0 for 1. And yes, he is ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. That one right down the middle for strike 2. Riggleman trying to get the 2nd out, just trying to get out of this inning to keep it at a 1-run deficit. The next one in the zone for a called strike 3, and there is the 2nd out. So both outs in this inning are strikeouts from Riggleman. He's now got 5 on the game, and there's 2 down. Base runners on first and second. Here is Jackson Roberts. Roberts 0 for 2 in this one, struck out looking in the 1st inning and then reached on fielder's choice in the 3rd inning, but also batted in a run. First pitch to Roberts is outside of the zone for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and it's popped to shallow left field. Getting under it for the catch is Welp coming over from short to make the catch, and the side is retired. However, for the first time of the doubleheader, Weld Central is now in front. They score 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 are left. 3-2 in favor of Weld Central, heading into the bottom of the 4th on KRDZ.
Do you want precision out of your agronomy team? GodSeag will deliver agronomic solutions supported by the latest technology, from intensive soil sampling with soil optics to water and nitrogen management with Baramax, and even down to the last weed with our scouting program. We provide season-long input and management strategies that deliver maximum return on investment. Contact us now to learn how we can make the most out of your agronomic inputs.
Can you please shut your lights off in center field? Please shut your lights off in center field for green board. Now batting for the Eagles. Shortstop, number 8, Darren Weld.
Bottom of the 4th. Central now in front of Wray in game 2 of the doubleheader. 3-2. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Leading us off is Darren Welp. And on the first pitch, he pops this one to third. And the catch is made by Sauer for the first out. Tinge is doing a great job on the mound for Weld Central. 3 1/3 innings pitched, allowing 2 hits for 2 runs. Both runs unearned. He's also walked 2 batters and struck out 5. Ashton Rogers now looks to get Wray going here. Rogers is batting in place of Braxton. This game with in right field, and the first at-bat for Case was a ground out, and Ashton Rogers looks to now get Wray going. Also behind him will be Ridge Peterson. He'll be batting in place. Meanwhile, delivery right in the zone for a called strike 2. So Rogers is now down 0-2. Dinge is pitching very well on the mound again. If he keeps this up, good position for Weld Central to potentially pick up their first win of the season. Shallow left center. Coming over to make the catch is Stam from center field. It's a pop out for the second out.
Now batting for the Eagles, number
Now it's Ridge Peterson.
Ridge Peterson.
As I mentioned, batting in place of Yahi Enriquez.
24.
Yahi Enriquez drew a walk in his only plate appearance of the day. And now we'll see what Ridge Peterson can do with 2 outs and nobody on. First delivery to him, that one misses below the zone for a ball. Peterson in game 1 of today's doubleheader went 1 for 3 at the plate. Drew a walk. Dinges is set. Here's the 1-0. This one is lined just over the glove. However, coming over from second to make the catch, and the throw to first just in time, and the side is retired. So a bit of a slow liner there as Rodriguez. make the incredible pickup and play to get the third out. So just like that, the side is retired in order. It remains a 3-2 ball game in favor of Weld Central heading into the top of the fifth on the KRDZ.
Hillcrest Care Center and the Towers are a skilled nursing facility and a top-rated assisted living community. Our skilled nursing facility offers physician and nurse practitioner visits, therapy options, and more. Our assisted living community offers individual care plans, trained team members available, routine health assessments, as well as art, music, and pet therapies. We're devoted to taking care of our residents in a secure, loving, home-like environment. Call Hillcrest Care Center and the Towers at 970-332-4856 and find out more.
Top of the fifth inning, Weld Central with a 3-2 lead over Wray. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. We have our first pitching change of this game. Camden Riggleman after 4 innings. He is being replaced by Eddie Estrada. So Riggleman in 4 innings, giving up 5 hits for 3 runs, walked 4 batters, and struck out 5. Threw 82 pitches on the start. So Eddie Estrada trying to keep it a 3-2 game in this inning, and his first pitch to Jackson Dinges is swung on and missed for strike 1. Is 0 for 1 in this one. Grounded out in the first inning, and then walked in the third inning. Next delivery swung on, grounded foul, and Dinges falls behind 0-2. Estrada this season, this is his 3rd appearance on the mound. He has an 0-2 record to his name. Pitched in 7 total innings. 9 hits for 13 runs. However, only 3 of those runs were earned. He's given up 8 walks and struck out 4 batters. He's got a 3.0 ERA and a 2.43 walks plus hits per innings pitched. Next delivery swung on and tapped foul. It'll remain an 0-2 count. Estrada looking for a solid appearance in relief here. Here is the 0-2 delivery. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. That one a low pitch, and Dinges had to reach out to try to get it. And there's out number 1. Estrada with his first strikeout in relief. Stepping in now will be Noah Sauer. Sauer 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded out in the second inning. Popped out to Arambula behind the plate in the third inning. And the first pitch is just below the zone. 1-0 the count to Sauer. So far in this one 0 for 2. Sauer in game 1 went 1 for 1 with 2 walks. This one grounded to third. Riggleman with the pickup. Throw to first is in time. And there is the first out. The second out, excuse me. So the throw to first was not to Rice Peterson. It was to Lawton Annan, who was subbing in at first for Peterson. A couple of changes there between the innings. So 2 up, 2 down for Estrada in relief. Now it's Zane Stam. First pitch to him, swung on and missed for strike 1. Took a big cut at that one. You know, he wants to keep his momentum. Contact on his first pitch in his previous at-bat, hit a double to lead off the 4th inning. Next delivery just below the zone for ball 1. to Stam. So with that double, he's 1 for 2 in this one. Scored one of the 2 Weld Central runs in the 4th inning. Next delivery swung on and missed for strike 2, and Estrada 1 strike away from retiring the side in order. Stam in game 1 went 0 for 3. That double was his first base hit of the day. The 1-2, this one is swung on, grounded to short. Welp the pickup. The throw to first is just off the glove of Annan and might not have been in time anyway. So regardless, it's a 2-out base runner for Weld Central. In the away, stepping in at the plate. So Stam on that base hit. He's now 2 for 3 in this ball game. Good job to turn around an 0 for 3 ball game in game 1. So hit given up by Estrada in this relief appearance. 6th hit of the game overall. Galloway at the plate. First delivered to him in the dirt. Arambula keeping that one close to hold Stam at first, and it's ball 1. Doubleheader went 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. In this game, he's drawn 2 walks and has scored a run. Step off by Estrada and threatens to make the throw at first, but doesn't pull the trigger. Now the 1-0 delivery to Galloway. That one misses low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes for Galloway. Setting himself up, trying to draw potentially another walk here. Trying to draw 3 walks in 3 plate appearances. Estrada looking for out 3 with a base runner at first. And called strike 1 on the top of the zone.
Ready for it.
2 balls and a strike. Estrada trying to stay under control there. Again, similar to Riggleman, giving up a lot of runs this season. The next delivery misses above the zone. It's now 3 balls and a strike to Galloway. Estrada trying to avoid giving up a 2-out walk to put 2 base runners on. 3-1. That one misses low and inside, and it's a walk. Stam from first to second, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2-out walk. Base runner is now on first and second. First walk given up by Estrada in relief, and that's now 3 walks in 3 plate appearances from Adam Galloway. Now stepping in is Weston Barrows, trying to Rebels lead as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Barrows so far in this one, a walk and a strikeout and a run scored. 0 for 1. Now here's the 0-1, and it's right down the middle for strike 2. Estrada, 1 strike away from getting out of this. Wants to keep it a 3-2 ball game in favor of Weld Central. The 0-2 swung on and missed in the dirt. Arambula the pickup, and the throw to first to Annan is in time to secure the 3rd out. So, stays under control, picks up his 2nd strikeout to retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left on. It remains 3-2 in favor of Weld Central going into the bottom of the 5th on KRDZ. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2, Weld Central over Wray. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Stepping in now to lead us off is Joey Wymura. 0 for 2 in this one. However, he has scored a run and stolen a base on an error despite striking out. So, looking to get his first base hit here. He swings on the first pitch. This one deep to left field, and it hits off the fence as he's going to make it. He's going to stay at second for a stand-up leadoff double in the 5th inning. Wymura trying to be the tying run of the ball game as Caden Lapp steps in. Not too bad on the first pitch, of course. That's just the 3rd base hit. As Caden Lapp steps in, he is 1 for 2. Struck out in the 1st inning and singled in the 3rd inning. Also got a stolen base. Pitch number 65 from Dinges, swung on and missed in the dirt for Lapp. However, it gets away from Barrows and allows Wymura to advance to 3rd. Wild pitch. 2 wild pitches by Dinges in this one. Good job of keeping his pitches under control. Meanwhile, Lapp is down 0-1. Next delivery misses way above the zone, completely misses the glove of Barrows, but he keeps that one close. It's 1-1 to Lapp. Dinges now needs to pitch very well. He has so far this game, but needs to keep that up if he wants to try to keep this a 3-2 game. Lapp lines this one to left center. That drops for a base hit, and it's an RBI single. We're tied at 3. So Lapp getting a big hit there. Again, has played here and there this season. Play has been a little bit inconsistent in terms of playing time. However, he makes the most of this game right here. Now going 2 for 3 at the plate and getting an RBI single to tie it at 3. So now 2 hits back-to-back given up by Dinges. Just 4 hits in the ball game for Wray. And now base runner at first with no outs. Camden Riggleman stepping in. Mound visit meanwhile for Dinges, trying to keep him under control there on the mound. Of course, he's already given up the tying run. But trying to keep it a tied ball game now is what he's tasked with, and he is still dealing with traffic on the bases. So Camden Riggleman stepping in. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Reached on an error in the 1st inning, did score a run, and then he struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Dinges gets the call. Glancing at first, here's the first delivery. This one swung on and lined to right field. It drops and it rolls all the way to the fence. This will be trouble, and Lapp trying to chug for home, and he's going to make it home, and Riggleman able to make it all the way to 3rd is safe. An RBI triple by Camden Riggleman gives Wray the lead right back 4-3 over Weld Central in the bottom of the 5th inning. Camden Riggleman a big spot there. So 3 batters, 3 hits allowed by Dinges, and now it's costed him the lead. Now stepping in is Chris Arambula. Base runner at 3rd with no outs, and Wray a 1-run lead. First pitch to Arambula is just off the plate for ball 1. Arambula in this one, 1 for 1, hit an RBI trip inning, and then was walked in the 3rd inning. So Dinges set, looks for the call, gets it. Here's the 1-0. That one swung on, grounded to 3rd. The pickup by Sauer. Throw to 1st is just a productive out. as he sends Riggleman home. Wray now leads 5-3 on the RBI groundout. So, wow. This is the inning that Wray has sorely needed. Finally getting it here. 4 batters, 3 hits, and 3 runs. And Wray turns a 3-2 deficit to a 5-3 advantage as Lawton Annan steps in for the first time this game, batting now in place of Rice Peterson. First pitch was outside of the zone for a ball. Was a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Peterson before him went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Annan with his first cuts in this one takes a pitch on the outside for ball 2. Annan on the season, 0 for 6 at the plate. He's been walked 3 times, struck out 4 times in 9 plate appearances. The 2-1, that one is too high for a 3-1 count to Annan. Bases now empty with 1 down. It's a bit of a rough start to this inning by Dinges after pitching in 4 great innings, as this is for strike 2. Unable to make contact that time. Dinges looking for out number 2. The payoff pitch, that one along the third base line. It remains a 3-2 count. Looking for strike 3. Here we go, payoff pitch second time, misses low and away for ball 4. So Annan is now base runner at first. So no official at bat for Annan in this one. He for a 1-out base runner. And now here is Eddie Estrada.
Number 2, pitcher,
Eddie Estrada, he is going to be batting in place of Jack Frericks. Of course, Estrada now on the mound for Wray. Not in time. Annan diving back in. So Jack Frericks, 0 for 2 at the plate with a strikeout. Now Eddie Estrada with the bat in his hands this time. First delivery to him, a big swing and a miss. Great delivery there for Dinges, trying to get his game together here in this inning. Dinges taking his time there on the mound between pitches as Estrada steps back in. Allowed just 2 hits and 2 runs in the first 4 innings. However, in this inning, 3 runs on 2 hits. Pickoff attempt at first. Annan is safe. Dinges now 4 1/3 innings pitched. 5 hits for 5 runs. Striking out 5 batters and walking 2. Another pickoff attempt at first unsuccessful. Keeping a watchful eye at first base with Annan. Estrada steps back in. Game 1, Estrada was 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Here's the 0-1, swung on and missed for strike 2. Location right here against Estrada has been on point, as Estrada has been unable to make contact on those first 2 pitches. 0-2, Annan at first with 1 down. Next delivery misses high and away. Couldn't get Estrada fishing on the off-speed delivery. 2 strikes to Estrada. Here's the 1-2. That one swung on, but it's going to be fouled to the parking lot. Stays a 1-2 count. Estrada just sticking in there. 2 on and misses, but now just trying to stick in there, trying to get that pitch count up. Dinges, pitch number 83. That one's called strike 3 on the lower inside half. And there is out 2. 6 for Dinges. And Darren Welp steps in with 2 away in the inning, and Lawton Annan, the base runner, at first. First delivery to Welp. That one misses on the inside for ball 1. Welp 0 for 2 in this one. Had a shallow center field in the second inning, and then a pop out to third in the 4th inning. Next delivery, that one on the outside part of the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Darren Welp. One walk in each of the 6 games to this point. The 1-1 bounces in the dirt for ball 2. Welp in game 1 went 0 for 2 at the plate. Had a walk and a strikeout. Gets the swung on and missed on an upstairs pitch, and now it's a 2-2 count with 2 away in the inning. So Dinges starting off the inning with 3 consecutive base hits. Trying to shut it down here. Swing and foul tipped. 2-2 count. So a double by Wymira, RBI single from Caden Lapp, RBI triple from Camden Riggleman, and then an RBI ground out for Arambula. Since then, a walk and a strikeout. 2-2 again. That one called strike 3 to retire. Back looking strikeouts for Dinges. That's strikeout number 7, and the side is retired. However, for Wray, 3 hits and 3 runs, no errors, and 1 left on. Wray back in front 5-3 over Weld Central. Top of the 6th is next on.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, technological know-how, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. At Pioneer, our teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technology and localized expertise. Pioneer shares your determination to adapt to an ever-changing industry so that we can better serve you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Contact your local Pioneer sales representative, and we'll get to work maximizing your yields year after year.
Top of the 6th inning, Wray with a 5-3 advantage over Weld Central. Connor Dockery on KRDZ. Leading us off, it's going to be Easton Hoffman, batter number 9 in the order. And his first sit in the dirt for ball 1. Remaining on the mound is Eddie Estrada, had a solid 5th inning, allowing 1 hit, no runs, striking out 2 batters and walking 1. This one now, it's a fly ball to right center, and it drops just ahead of Lapp for a leadoff base hit from Hoffman. Been having a solid game for hitting in the 9 slot. He's now 2 for 2. 2 singles, also was hit by a pitch. So that brings back the top of the order. Here is Marcelo Rossi. He is 3 for 3, all singles. Hit a 2 RBI single in the 4th inning as Estrada with a pickoff attempt at first, which is unsuccessful. So Rossi having a great day so far in the doubleheader. Rossi combined is 3 for 3 with 3 walks and 2 RBIs. Next delivery swung on and foul tipped for Rossi. Estrada glances back at second. Here is the next delivery. That one is outside of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rossi. Estrada set. 1-1. Swung on, foul tip behind. Now 1-2. Trying to get Rossi out for the first time. Header. And no Wray pitcher today has been able to make that happen. Calling time right here is Rossi steps out of the box. Wray, of course, getting the Game 1 victory 15-5, improving to 3-3 overall. Weld Central 0-7. This one now grounded to third. A bit of a to second is not in time, and it's also off the mark as well. So just like that, base runners on the corners with no outs. Again, throw likely wouldn't have been in time either to second or first anyways. Bit of a very slow roller right there for Rossi, and he's now 4 for 4. So 2 hits to start off the 6th inning. No outs. Base runners on the corners. Here is Aaron Rodriguez. First pitch is low and away. 1-0 the count. Today's doubleheader, these two teams have never matched up. So the first time that these two teams are getting to know each other. Next delivery misses below the zone. That's ball 2. 2-0 the count for Rodriguez, who steps back in. Glances at third. 2-0 delivery. That one below the knees. 3 balls and no strikes to Rodriguez. So Rodriguez trying to draw a walk right here as he is 0 for 2 on the game with 2 strikeouts. 3-0 delivery. That one gets the zone. The knees. Borderline pitch there. This time in favor of Estrada. 3 balls and a strike for Rodriguez. Base runners on the corners with no outs. Top of the 6th inning. A bunt attempt. This one winds up foul. That runs the count. 2 strikes. Wray leads Weld Central by 2. Trying to hold on here in the top of the 6th. Payoff pitch to Rodriguez. Swung on and missed. And a steal attempt. Meanwhile, throw is off the mark. Wamura couldn't snag it. And as a result of that throwing error, that's going to bring in a... So it's a strikeout now. 3 strikeouts for Rodriguez in the game. But meanwhile, a throwing error will bring in Easton Hoffman for the score.
Base hit.
So just the first error of the game for Wray, doing a lot better again in today's. In the previous 5 games. But again, this time it is going to cost them in a razor-thin margin of error. Leads over Weld Central, top of the 6th. 1 out, base runner at third. At the plate is Jackson Roberts. Roberts ahead in the count now, 2-0, takes the first 2 pitches. Roberts in this one is 0 for 3, has a strikeout, and also reached on fielder's choice with an RBI. This one swung on, it's a fly ball to left field, and this one is going to find the grass at the fence, and it's going to tie the ball. Double. Jackson Roberts with his first base hit of this game. Second base hit of the doubleheader, and this one is the biggest hit of the doubleheader for him, as again it brings home Marcelo Rossi in to score. We're now a seesaw game for these two teams. So far in this inning, 3 hits for 2 runs. First one in the zone is called strike 1 to Jackson Dinges. Dinges in this one is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a walk. Here is the 0-1 delivery. That one swung on, foul tipped. Falls behind 0-2. Estrada looking for that second out. 1 out and 1 base runner on second.
Hey, do what you can.
5-5. To get back over 500 in this game. Meanwhile, Weld Central looking for their first victory. Pitch bounces in the dirt, gets away from Arambula, and allows Roberts to advance to third on the wild pitch. Just the first wild pitch thrown by Estrada in relief.
Right here. Right here.
The 1-2 delivery, this one swung on and popped foul. It stays a 1-2 count. Dinges looking to drive in another run. Looking to give his team the lead right back. Previously, Weld Central led 3-2. 3-run bottom of the 5th by Wray gave them the lead back. This one popped unplayable over the plate for another 1-2 count. So Dinges fouling off a couple more pitches here. Trying to be, if anything, a tough out. The 1-2, swing! Attempt at third is off the line. However, Roberts is going to stay there at third, but a big second out for Estrada. It's the 4th strikeout in relief for Eddie Estrada. So now 2 down, base runner at third, Noah Sauer at the plate. Sauer in game 1, 1 for 1 with 2 walks. This game a different story. He is 0 for 3. First pitch to him misses below the zone for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Sauer. Still a good opportunity to give his team the lead. Estrada trying. Next delivery bounces in the dirt, gets away from Arambula, and thinking twice about coming home is Roberts. Made it about a quarter of the way before deciding to put it into reverse. Meanwhile, a 2-0 count to Sauer. Pitch number 40 coming up from Estrada in relief. Bounces in the dirt again, 3-0. So Estrada starting to lose the handle a little bit here in relief. All 3 pitches bouncing in the dirt to Sauer. Trying to get back in the zone. 3-0 delivery. Ooh, that one looks like it got him on the right foot. Regardless, it would have been a walk anyways. So it's going to be base runners on the corners with 2 down. Stepping in is Zane Stam. Stam is 2 for 3 in this one with also a run scored. So he's got a lot of momentum at the bat as well. Estrada needs to be extremely careful here if he wants to get the third out without giving up the lead. Pitches in the dirt, and coming home is Roberts, and he's going to be tagged out at the plate. Arambula made the pickup behind the plate and able to tag home, and the side is retired. Bit of a scary play there. However, Arambula able to make the play. My, oh my. So, there you go. 2 runs scoring in the inning on 3 hits. 1 error on the Eagles, and on base. Score is tied at 5 heading into the bottom of the 6th inning on KRDZ.
message me. If you guys want to come up, you want to come up. Okay, I'll report you to that. Well, we're not reporting. You just tell me, but we can't actually, we're not supposed to protect substitutes. If they get a runner on, I think they're hurt. Now you have to get a run and do it if they're quick. Does that make sense? So we shouldn't protect substitutes. So if you want me to go ahead and I'll write it down, but I'm not going to actually until it does something about it. Sometimes the coach will say, hey, that's something else. So then the next guy, tries to protect or whatever they can play. But then now you want to protect it again. So you're seeing that the coach is more like
Bottom of the 6th inning, we are tied at 5 in Game 2 of today's doubleheader between Wray and Weld Central. Connor Dockery on KRDZ Live from Baker Field in Wray. Overcast skies, however, no projections of rain. Very warm today, slight breeze coming from the east. Leading us off, Ashton Rogers, and also the first reliever of the game for Weld Central. It'll be Easton Hoffman. First pitch, swing and a miss by Rogers for strike one. So Dinges pitching in 5 innings, allowing 5 hits for 5 runs, walking 2 batters, and striking out 7. Pretty solid start for him besides the 5th inning where Wray was able to score 3 runs on 3 hits. 2 down the middle to fall behind 0-2. 0-2 delivery from Rogers. That one swung on, grounded to short. Pickup by Rossi. Throw to first is in time for strike 1. Out 1, I should say. Silly me. So out 1. 1 up, 1 down here. Getting us going in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out. So far, Peterson in this one 0 for 1. He grounded out to second in his first at-bat. This one is popped to first and unable to make the catch. It is fair. So Ridge Peterson able to make it on base on that error. Dinges now playing at first base after starting this game on the mound. And he's going to be charged with the error. So that is the 3rd error of the game for Weld Central. And Wray has themselves a 1-out base runner trying to retake the lead as Joey Wymura is now at the plate. First delivery to him, missed a ball. 1-0 count to Wymura. Wymura in this game is 1 for 3, hit a double in the bottom of the 5th inning, and also scored one of those 3 runs in the inning. Pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. Peterson dives back in safely. Still a 1-0 count for Joey Wymura. Wymura in game 1 today went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles in that game, and with today's doubleheader as a whole, he's got 3 doubles on the doubleheader. Swings. Held up on that one, so it's ball 1. 1-1 the count to Wymura. 1-1 from Hoffman. Swung foul tipped, as that's going to be strike 2. Wymura behind 1-2. Hoffman looking to make this a quick inning. 1 out and base runner at first.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trying to keep it a tied game. Pickoff attempt at first. That one not in time. Peterson. Wymira back set in the box. Hoffman ready on the mound. Glance at first. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one taken on the outside edge, but a ball. 2-2 the count. Wymira adjusting his card on his left forearm. Back set at the plate. 2-2 the count with a fly ball deep left field, but making the catch for the second out.
Now batting right fielder, number 5, Caden Lapp.
So, in what should have been a side retired in order for Hoffman, it's now 2 down with a base runner at first as Ridge Peterson reached on an error. It's now Caden Lapp at the plate, who is Lapp struck out in the first inning, hit singles in the third and the fifth inning, also has an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. So a pretty solid game for Caden Lapp. Maybe a breakout game, if you will. First delivery to Lapp, that one misses high and inside for ball 1. Lapp having to 1-0 the count. Trying to move Peterson there off of first, and a pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Peterson diving in, so Hoffman really keeping a watchful eye at first base. Hoffman set. 1-0 to Lapp. That one swung on, grounded back to Hoffman at the mound. Has trouble with it. Can't make the pickup in time, and safe at first is Lapp. Reaches on the error. So 2 errors in the inning now on Weld Central. So now a base runner on first and second with 2 away in the inning as Camden Riggleman steps in. Now with that base runner in scoring position, he has an opportunity to give the Eagles the lead here. Score is 5-5 in the bottom of the between Wray and Weld Central. Wray taking game 1 15-5. Game 2 we will see. Riggleman so far in this one 1 for 3. Hit a RBI triple in the last inning. Also scored one of those other 3. Pitch grounded to second. Rodriguez the throw to first in time, and the side is retired. So Wray unable to regain the lead, and we are going to head into the top of the 7th inning, tied up at 5. No runs, score on no hits, 2 Weld Central errors, and 2 base runners at 5 on KRDZ.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built for tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Top of the 7th, Wray and Weld Central tied at 5. Connor Dockery on KRD. The mound is Eddie Estrada, and his first pitch is a swing and a miss from Zane Stam. So Stam falls behind 0-1 to lead us off in the top of the 7th. Bit of a back and forth game, if you will. Wray led 2-0 after the first. Weld Central scored 1 in the top of the 4th to take a 3-2 lead. Wray answered with 3 in the bottom of the 5th to take a 2-run lead, and then Weld Central immediately got those 2 runs back in the top of the 6th. Wray unable to answer in the bottom of the 6th, which lands us where we are now. Next pitch was in the dirt for a 1-1 count to Stam. Delivery is swung on. It's a high and deep fly ball in left center field, and that one's going to bang off the fence and throw back in. Will limit him to a double. Leadoff double for Stam. Stam having a big game. He's now 3 for 4. Double of the game. It's the 5th hit in relief given up by Estrada. He's only given up 2 runs so far, however. Double from Stam. The go-ahead run. Now in scoring position. Galloway steps in. First delivery to him. That one gets called strike 1 at the knees. Throw back to Estrada is wild, however. Wymira able to pick the ball up, and Stam doesn't move from second. Galloway, 3 plate appearances, 3 walks, also a run scored. So Galloway getting set in the box. Estrada getting back set. 0-1. That one right down the middle for strike 2. So Estrada. Good opportunity to get the first out of the inning right here. We'll see how Galloway responds. The 0-2. That one drops in for a called strike 3. Great delivery from Estrada to get that first out. That's also his 5th strikeout in relief. Weston Barrows stepping in. He's 0 for 2 in this one, drawing a walk and striking out twice. He has also scored one of the team's 5 runs. First delivery to him is immediately grounded foul along the first baseline to fall behind 0-1. Estrada trying to keep that base runner at second. Doesn't want to allow any additional base runners. Here's the 0-1. This one swung on. It's lined to left center deep. This one bounces, rolls to the fence, and that is going to bring in the go-ahead run. It's a stand-up RBI double from Weston Barrows, and Weld Central leads 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning.
Time. Courtesy runner for the catcher.
So coming in to score is Stam, and to have a pinch runner here coming in is Matt Nelson. Nelson playing in game 1, but not playing in game 2 until now. Mound visit now for Eddie Estrada. Looks like they'll just try to find a way to calm him down here. Again, just give go-ahead run late in this ball game, and it looks like they are going to pull Estrada here. So we're going to step aside here. Relief pitcher coming in as we step aside on KRDZ.
Hillcrest Care Center and the Towers are a skilled nursing facility and a top-rated assisted living community. Our skilled nursing facility offers physician and nurse practitioner visits, therapy options, and more. Our assisted living community offers individual care plans, trained team members available, routine health assessments, as well as art, music, and pet therapies. We're devoted to taking care of our residents in a secure, loving, home-like environment. Call Hillcrest Care Center in the Towers at 970-332-4856 and find out more.
Now batting. Number 2, Easton Hoffman.
One is out.
Come on, Easton, let's go.
Go, Wray.
Eddie Estrada pulled after 2 1/3 innings. Weld Central in front 6-5, and in relief is Ridge Peterson, his second appearance on the mound this season. So Estrada pitching in 2 1/3 innings. He allowed 6 hits for 3 runs so far, striking out 5 batters and walking 1. So not a bad relief appearance. But Ridge Peterson trying to hold it right here at a 1-run deficit. Meanwhile, a 1-2 count to Easton Hoffman at the plate. Hoffman is 2 for 2, also hit by a pitch, and has scored a run. Next delivery misses too high for Peterson. So far, made 1 other appearance on the mound, pitching in 1 2/3 of an inning there in Game 2 against Marino last Friday, allowing 1 hit and no runs, striking out 2 batters. So a pretty decent relief appearance there against a very, very talented team in Marino. Meanwhile, a 2-2 count for Hoffman. Glance at second. Next delivery misses off the plate for ball 3. Hoffman with a big spot right here. 1 swing can score more runs. Next one, this one is going to be popped to shallow right field. Annan getting under it and makes the catch for out 2. So now 2 down in the inning with a base runner at second. Ridge Peterson out and trying to put the bat in his team's hands to try to make a rally here. Meanwhile, Marcelo Rossi back at the plate. Rossi is 4 for 4 in this game, all singles. He's also scored a run and batted in 2 other. Glance at second from Peterson. First pitch to Rossi, swung on and missed for strike 1. Peterson now trying to be the first one to get Rossi out in this one. Rossi, of course, this one, 4 for 4. Game 1, 0 for 0, but next delivery to Rossi, that one grazed the back, and that's a hit batter. So Rossi in this doubleheader, he is outless. Good job at the plate for Rossi, and now there's a base runner on first and second. The inning, Chris Arambula comes out from behind the plate to have a quick chat with Ridge Peterson, trying to help him get this final out of the top of the 7th inning. Weld Central with a 6-5 advantage. Aaron Rodriguez, first delivered to him, swung on, foul tipped, couldn't quite hold up. Would have been probably a called strike 1 anyways. It's now 0-1. So Rodriguez in this one, 0 for 3, all strikeouts, looking to turn his game around. 0-1 delivery, this one swung on and grounded foul along the third baseline. 0-2, Peterson 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
Battle it. Here we go now. Let's go, kid. Stay back.
0-2. Base runners on first and second, 2 Swung on, foul, tipped out of play. It remains an 0-2 count. Peterson so far pitching in a third of an inning and hitting a batter. Glances at second, another 0-2. And the side is retired, so Ridge Peterson able to get the final 2 outs of the inning. Knocks in a strikeout as well. And we now head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Weld Central with a 6-5 advantage after the top of the 7th, where they score 1 run. No Wray errors. 2 are left on. 6-5, bottom of the 7th next on KRDZ.
Do you want precision out of your agronomy team? Godsag will deliver agronomic solutions supported by the latest technology. From intensive soil sampling with soil optics, to water and nitrogen management with Baramax, and even down to the last weed with our scouting program. We provide season-long input and management strategies that deliver maximum return on investment. Contact us now to learn how we can make the most out of your agronomic inputs.
There's no shoulder.
Catcher number 4, Chris.
It all comes down to this bottom of the 7th inning. Wray trailing Weld Central 6-5. Connor Dockery on KRDZ leading. First pitch to him, swung on. It's a fly ball to shallow center field, and the catch is made coming over from right to make the play. That was Logan Hopkins who came in to make the catch, and that is the first out. So 1 up, 1 down here. Annan has drawn a walk in his first plate appearance. Trying to make it on base once again here, and in a big spot too. And the first pitch to him swung on and missed for strike 1. Remaining on the mound is Easton Hoffman. Came in the previous inning where he did not allow. Trying to repeat that here. 0-1 to Annan. That one below the zone for ball 1. 1-1. This is the closest Weld Central has been to winning a game this season. Of course, 0-7 overall coming into this second game of this doubleheader. Most of their games they've been blown out. One swung on and missed, and that's strike 2 to Annan. Hoffman currently on pace for the win as he came in the bottom of the 6th inning and then in the top of the 7th inning. That is when his team took the lead. Another one misses low. A 2-2 count to Annan. Big pitch right here from Hoffman. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and there's out 2. Now a strikeout in relief for Hoffman. And now it's on the shoulders of Eddie. This ball game alive. Estrada 0 for 1 in this one with a looking strikeout. Hoping for a different result here as the first pitch to him is in the zone for a called strike 1. Estrada falls behind 0-1. Jack Frericks, who started this game at third base. Frericks went 0 for 2, and Estrada grounds this one to second, and it's off the glove of Rodriguez, and able to make the pickup and throw to first in time, and there is out number 3. So Weld Central, for the first time of the season, it's a win. Weld Central now improves to 1-7 overall. Wray falls back below 500 at 3-4 overall. So final score in game 1, Wray took it 15-5. Game 2, Weld Central 6-5. Weld Central, there's 6 runs on 11 hits, 9 batters left on base. They committed 4 errors in the game. Meanwhile, Wray, their 5 runs coming on 5 hits. 7 batters were stranded on base, and Weld Central, Wray committed just 1 error on the game. So that's been good errors in this doubleheader. However, coming away with a split with a 3A school in Weld Central. So that'll do it for today's doubleheader. Once again, game 1 to Wray 15-5, game 2 to Weld Central 6-5. Wray Eagles baseball, we'll be back in action on Tuesday. Wiggins in a doubleheader starting at 1. Check out KRDZ.com for our upcoming broadcast schedule. My name is Connor Dockery. Thank you for tuning into this presentation of high school baseball on KRDZ.
Sukup Manufacturing Company hires people that were born and raised to work in this industry.
I grew up farming, and we had Sukup equipment on our farm.
I still actively farm. I know what the farmers' problems are. I can use that to help make our products better. What kind of separates a successful farm from one that's having a little more trouble right now is the ability to market your grain.
And fleet manager for Sukup Trucking Operations.
We've had several calls where a farmer's broke down, a dealer needs a part right away. We do whatever we can to get it there.
The Sukup Dealer Network is also a critical part of the company's success.
Our relationship with our dealers is very close. They know who they can contact if they have a need.
The dealers are absolutely committed to this product.
When you buy something, you want to make sure you have good service that comes with it.
You have depended on Farm Rain for your customized farming equipment and service. We are humbled by your trust. We don't take it lightly. And we don't take it for granted. Thank you for continuing to count on us.